So former Giants wide receiver Amani Toomer was asked about the situation on a show here. And, oh, boy, he called Caleb Williams Russell Wilson 2.0. Take a listen here.
He's Russell Wilson 2.0.
Uh-oh.
This is not going to go over well.
Uh-oh.
If you came in the locker room, I've been in this locker room for 8 years, like you said. And some rookie's going to come in who hasn't played one snap.
Right.
Talking, we're wearing the fingernail polish. Now he's going to come in here and tell me, who've been here, who've been through the struggle, that I need to clean up? No, how about rookie? How about you clean up after me?
Right.
How about that? Don't give me this crap.
What do you think of that? What are your thoughts?
Listen, man, I came into this league with guys like Olin Kreutz, Brian Urlacher. These guys were solidified all-pro players, and they kept the locker room tight by keeping rookies in check, right? Like there was no rookie that was going to go tell Olin Kreutz or Brian Urlacher to pick up anything, man. And it's like, I know those veteran locker rooms, and it's the Bears are not in a complete rebuild. So there's a lot of guys who were there last year who are good, talented, who led last year. So I'm certain that throws them off. And to the whole point of Russell Wilson 2.0, listen, man, the locker room hates nothing more than a fucking company man. A guy who every time coach is walking by, they want to be, hey, guys, let's do this together. Hey, guys, let's do that together. Guys hate that. And that's why he's getting called Russell 2.0.
Man, it's the thing. He doesn't have him and Russell are similar in that aspect. They have the off-the-field antics. Caleb has the fingernail painting and all the other crap, the phone, pink phone, and whatever. Russ has the Subway commercials, the Mr. Ultimate, all the crap, you know what I'm saying? All right, so we heard Amani Toomer. He called Caleb Russell Wilson 2.0. Obviously, there's a lot of people that share a similar take as Amani's, but his former teammate Lavar Arrington was asked about his comments of calling him Russell Wilson 2.0, and he kind of disagreed and had a different take. Take a listen.
That was my teammate. Yeah, I played with Amani Toomer, and I played against Amani Toomer. Listen, I understand people are going to have their ideas of how they view things, but this is not an organization that has won anything in a really, really, really long time. I ultimately feel like it's kind of a weird thing to say when you think about it, that this team or he needs to do more to earn being a leader in this locker room. Well, isn't that doing something? Isn't that taking action? I don't know how it became a story. I would say that becomes an interesting dynamic, a piece of it. Like, I don't want to be embarrassed by it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want it to become a story like, oh, Caleb Williams told us to clean up after ourselves. But nonetheless, the message is the message. And the clarity of building a standard, if you have a number one draft pick that comes in, like, he's supposed to just be submissive and be a subordinate and not be seen or not be heard from or this, that, and the other as the leadership role of quarterback on the team, like, because he's a rookie. Listen, Amani is a very, very bright dude, super dope dude, but I got to say, I fall on the other side of this one. If somebody's coming in and they're setting a tone and they're setting a standard, I mean, if that's Ray Lewis, are you saying the same thing?
Ooh. Man, take your thoughts on his comments.
Man, let me tell you something. Lavar, a.k.a. my brother Sticks, I respect him to no end. I mean, coming up, Penn State, he was all world, but I just don't agree with him on this one. Listen, there's to my earlier point, there's still nothing coming out of Bears camp about any success between the lines, and that's the problem. The problem is when you don't have that success on the field, you start reaching, you start okay, well, I haven't had a good practice in 3 or 4 practices, so hey guys, let's clean up the locker room. No. How about you throw the ball to the receivers, lead the team on a 2-minute drive to where the reporters are going to say, man, I heard Caleb is looking really good in practice. You would hear that.
Mm-hmm.
You would hear that. That should not, the first thing you hear should not be about him giving orders to people. That is not the way you want to do it. Because again, if you go out there and you throw 2 picks and overthrow a guy, that's going to come back to bite you in the ass, because guys are going to be like, listen, man, we should have been telling your ass to pick up the laundry.
Yeah, no doubt. Shoot, man. Let me ask you, if you're Caleb Williams and you want that done, but you don't want to have this reaction afterwards, what would you do?
You just gotta you gotta stay low and keep shooting. That's the whole thing, man. Listen, if you want to be the example, be the example.
Mm-hmm.
Let a veteran say, you know what, man, I saw Caleb Williams picking up after all of the guys an hour after everyone left, man. Then that might galvanize another guy to go do it and another guy to go do it. But you haven't even earned your stripes to be telling me like real shit. In my generation, which was not very long ago, like it wasn't far-fetched for someone to tell Caleb, man, pick up all this shit and shut up. Like that's normal. That was normal. So for a guy to come in and be so comfortable talking to a bunch of grown men with kids, man, it's a different day, man. And that shit would not have flown with Olin Kreutz and Brian Urlacher, Roberto Garza, Reuben Brown, John Tate. They would have probably taped that boy up and threw him in the cold tub.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you. If he had walked in and he was your quarterback and you were a vet, and he walks in, what would your reaction be? What would you say to him?
Bro, I mean, I probably, first of all, I was never the guy who liked the, hey, bring it up here. I got something to say, guys. We got to do this. And I never liked that. I never liked that guy, right? I'll let you get your shit off once. But like the next time you bring it up and you start talking, I'm gonna be like, hey, all right, nah, fuck all that. Bears on 3, 1, 2, 3 Bears. If you got something to say, if you want to do something, man, do it with your actions. But you're not about to look all these guys, because we have not been in the fire with you. We have not been in the foxhole when a team is up 14 on us and we got to come back from this thing at halftime and strain the gut and do all that shit. We haven't been in that situation with you. All we know about you is you got feminine energy and you overthrow people. So right now, until I see you in that foxhole catching bullets with us, do us, maybe hand off the ball, go out there and get a lead block and chop somebody the corner down, I don't want to hear nothing from you, bro. That's what I would be on.